Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Country Smokehouse of Almont, offering the best quality and satisfaction in homemade meats, sausage, and jerky. It's a Michigan destination. Check out the website at countrysmokehousinc.com. And by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices.
Hunted him all bow season, and it's opening day of gun season, and he got between the three of us today, and Dad and I and Jason, and I thought he could be in trouble because we could all see him at 2 or 3 different times. I had him across there 4 times, but 140-yard range, and I didn't want to force it in the brush at all, so I just was patient, and a bunch of deer came from the east, and a bunch of does, and he had checked everything out there. He'd checked every doe out there, and this new group of deer came through north of him. And when they turned to come up the ditch to me, I figured that he'd probably check them out, and he did. He tried it all the way across the woods on a fairly fast trot right at me, right down my shooting lane, just kept coming right at me. And when he got to their tracks, he sniffed a little bit, and he apparently didn't like them because he turned and headed right towards my maple tree down here, and 79-yard shot. Not a high-scoring deer, but a good Michigan deer. He's an older deer too, I think, because the one that we had earlier this year, it was in the middle 140s, was a lot smaller body than this deer. So I'm sure this is a 4.5-year-old deer probably. So it's probably a good deer to take.
Well, went out this morning, seen a couple bucks, few does, didn't get anything. Went out this afternoon, just before it got too dark to shoot. He came across, and he actually wasn't in a hurry, so I had a couple times to take a look at him. And don't laugh, but my dad told me to grunt to make him stop, and I was just, I don't know, the size of the buck was just, took me by surprise, and I quacked at him to get him to stop, and he stopped. So yeah, my first buck with a gun. I've gotten others with bows, but this is my biggest one ever.
Seen it the morning before while we was having coffee. Not hunting, just getting ready to hunt Sunday morning. There was 3 of us hunting in different blinds, so I was hoping one of the 3 of us would see it again to get a shot, and lucky me. Had 4 does, the edge of the woods about quarter after 7, and they hung out right there. And then the buck come through about 7:30 and come out of a swamp and lollygagged around a little bit and was lucky enough to get a shot at about 85 yards. That's history. He went about 100 yards and got him.
Well, I was sitting in my stand this morning and wasn't seeing a whole lot of anything. I seen a doe come run out of the swamp, and the 11 point was right behind her running. He stopped about 95 yards out. I shot him. He come running right underneath my stand, died like 10 yards underneath my stand. So I watched him, and then wasn't 30 seconds later, the 10 point was right underneath my stand and shot him, and he dropped right there. Both of them were laying 10 yards from each other. It was less than 30 seconds, both of them were down. Best opening day ever. Absolutely awesome.
I went out hunting this morning, sat down for like a half an hour, and he come out at like 200 yards away and shot him with a 20 gauge.
That's it?
I don't know. No, I haven't seen him before. This is the first buck I've seen all year. I've been hunting since I was like 10. And I went out during bow season like a couple times and didn't see nothing. Well, I seen a couple does, but that's about it.
Shot him about 7:15 this morning. He's in a fence row about 60 yards out. I watched him for about a half hour before he gave me a clean shot. But I didn't even notice he was there until he moved. And then he gave himself away, and man, I got the shakes good like anybody else does, but he gave me a nice clean shot and had some good friends to help me get him.